want you to be comfortable. Okay, I don't know what he was saying about me. I hope it's good things. I've been in China for about 7 years, teaching, advising municipal governments at different levels, and simply enjoy diverse and wonderful country of China and its entrepreneurial and friendly people. And frankly, I sometimes can't believe I'm actually doing this. I mean, in 2014, I knew nothing about People's Republic of China. In fact, had somebody told me back then that I'd be working and be teaching and living in China, I would just laugh. That's how unbelievable the idea was to me at that time. But then in year 2014, I got an offer to come study Kung Fu at a small club just outside Shaolin Monastery in Dongfeng, Henan Province, People's Republic of China. And to this day, I have no idea how they got my email. I've been practicing martial arts as such since 1991. So I think, some of my competition partners who were from China probably just passed my email on to the club. Go figure, yeah. Coming to China and then to Shaolin Monastery to learn Kung Fu was completely off my life plan and certainly sounded like a really wild idea. But then I thought, this is probably the only chance I will get in life to do something as crazy as that. That chance of a lifetime, truly. And in this kind of situations, you think long and hard. And that's exactly what I did. Basically, I just went to an Andy's Pizza restaurant in my hometown, grabbed a latte and did just that. I thought long and hard. And I probably looked preoccupied and worried because the waiter came up to me and said, are you okay and do you like your coffee? And I just blurted out, what would you do if somebody would tell you to come to Shaolin and learn Kung Fu, would you go? And you know what? The waiter didn't even take a minute to think. He just kind of said, sure, that's way cool. And he just casually walked away. And I thought, yeah, way cool. And then I kind of thought about it some more. I spent the entire afternoon just roaming around my hometown, just walking around downtown, staring vacantly at shop signs and thinking, shall I take this or shall I not? Human life is an interesting thing, isn't it? You are born, you grow up, you get married, you die. Excuse me, yes. Well, that's, plus minus, that's basic milestones of a human life, right? So, some people it's very easy to just stay put exactly where you grew up, next to your mom and dad, where you graduated high school, where everybody knows you. Some of my classmates did just that. They never went anywhere, and they just basically never even traveled much outside of the hometown. And you know what? When I was thinking about the China offer, I thought about them. They seemed pretty comfortable, pretty settled in their own ways, with their little jobs, with their families, apartments, small or big, their mundane outlook and sort of average expectations really from life. Yeah, they were comfortable to me. But, to me it was also, how shall I put it, too normal, too average, I don't know, just kind of normal, too boring, if you will. I wanted to get higher in life, just higher in life, wanted to get more from life, and give back more to the world. But guess what? And that meant I had to explore this world with good and bad things in all its dimensions. To cut it short, I took the China offer and never looked back. My Dongfeng training was excruciating and almost unbearable all at the same time. A couple of times I thought I would die of exhaustion. But you know what? Looking back at the experience, I really don't know where I would be as a human being without it. Well, heck, they even trained, they gave me tools to manage my mind, soul, and body. Heck, they even trained you how to control your heartbeat, how to slow down your breathing, and how to alleviate your headaches, if any. Okay, which brings me, to my point number one. Well, shoulders of giants. What do I mean? Hello. Okay. Mr. Isaac Newton said some time ago, right? If I have seen further than others, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Ladies and gentlemen, now allow me to introduce you to the giants on whose shoulders I'm humbly standing tonight. This is my grandpa. Hi, Grandpa. My grandpa was a great man. He was with the Soviet Marines fighting German Nazis in Bulgaria and then in Germany. And he said the following thing to me. This is what they teach us Marines. Get yourself propelled up to the previously unseen, unexpected heights, and then adapt, improvise, overcome. I don't know what that was, but this is one of my mentors, which I'm really fortunate to have been a student of. That's what he said. Exploring is what one simply has to do in life. There is no other way to succeed than to constantly improve and perfect oneself. Another mentor of mine, which I'm happy to say I worked for, is a widely popular Soviet poet and writer, Mr. Evgeny Yevtushenko. This is what he told me when I was in New Zealand. It's wonderful that you're in New Zealand. Travel, explore, stock up on experiences, and then go out there and write good literature. I'm honored to quote today from the President of your country, His Excellency Mr. Xi Jinping, President, said the following things to you. Reform and opening up is an unprecedented new undertaking. We must adhere to the correct methodology and advance it through the constant practice and what? Exploration. Ladies and gentlemen, Chairman Mao, for you. The darkness coming to an end and the dawn is just ahead. We have discovered the truth, but we should not regard ourselves as pioneers. The responsibility to change the crisis is heavy, and the road to revolution is still long. Keep exploring. Keep fighting and never give up. Such a life is a truly good life, ladies and gentlemen. Which brings me to my point number one. Never be afraid to leave your comfort zone. Move! You know, people often ask me, why are you taking uncomfortable offers? I'm talking job offers mostly. And normally I just say, hey, I don't take uncomfortable offers per se. I take semi-comfortable. You see, people normally, if you're invited to move to another country for work, you want what? Your family with you, number one. Or you want better life insurance. Or you demand higher pay or something. And then you want something else and a nice apartment and etc., etc., etc. How often do we get comfortable offers in life? The answer is never. The end result is the people that are asking for 100% satisfaction stay exactly where they are. What I've learned to do is to take something that is 50% acceptable and 50% I have to either put up with or learn to live with. So when you do this, it's amazing what's happening. People often ask me, what do you get from taking uncomfortable offers? What do you get from challenging the unknown? What do you remember from all that? I'll tell you. I'll remember twinkle lights in the trees. I'll remember soft breeze on the summer night. And most importantly, I will remember that I don't need armor in life. I don't need to be shielded all the time from unknown. I don't need to be constantly comfortable to feel like I'm on the right path in life. All I need to do is take up the offer and show up. I need to follow the news and know what's happening. That's another thing. And you know what? When you just show up, it is amazing how the whole universe shows up for you in return. I don't have time to comment on all this, but have a look and think. This is a food for thought. Hello? This brings me to point number 2. Say hello to Mr. Jack Ma. Mr. Jack Ma says smart things from time to time, right? We don't have time to comment on all of these, but what I like is this one. Ignore the little man. I can't tell you how many times I heard this. This is the stupidest idea I've ever heard about something that I'm planning to do, me. And I'm saying, I don't care if it's smart or stupid as long as it works for me. So don't ever allow others' negativity to determine your actions. Use your brain. Don't ever allow others to get you feeling small. What you really want is to figure out your way to succeed. And remember, they just envy you. And they know that they will never achieve what you've already achieved right now. Point 3. Exploring is a way, a trip, a journey, and you can do it. The decision is yours and yours alone. There is a Chinese saying, teachers open the door, you enter by yourself. Well, you can move a little further and rephrase that to say, no one will do the exploring for you. The decision to explore is yours. Some may well decide that exploring is not for them, and that's all right. But you know what? If that's what you think, don't be complaining when your life is over, your body is too old to fly planes, and here comes the realization. That's all. I am unable to do anything or much else in life. But you know what? Even then, not all is lost. You can still explore, and you know how? By looking inside yourself. Doing the inner self-exploration. Martial artists do this all the time. Karate masters are getting better as they get older. From purely physical level, where you take your punches and kicks to disable the opponent, you move to a much deeper inner level, where you feel the danger before it's ever in your way, and are able to avoid it completely. Unfortunately, not many of us martial artists ever get to this point, for a variety of reasons. One of them, decision to have a family of their own, but many of us do. I'm here to state a simple truth. Inner self-exploration is a wonderful process that leads to amazing results. Mr. Lei Chang, the founder of Sino-Japanese Kung Fu style of Fox Ghost, passed away at the age of 98, completely healthy at the city of Zagreb, Yugoslavia, a long time ago. 98 years was just enough for him to live. How about that? China Taoist temples are full of examples of people that stopped their heart at will. Why? Because their body was getting too sick and their life was not anymore enjoyable. Which brings me to the types of explorations that one can always do. One is simple travel, discovering new countries. 2, it is discovering your own abilities, which we've already touched upon just now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a friend of mine of young years. He is no longer with us, so this is in memory of him. These are the words from his song. Birds pass above us as the engines rev on up. Who is this? That's me before I had gray hair. Same person, same author. Okay? It's fun. Art is fun. It doesn't have to be drawing pictures, photographs. All right, another point that I want to make, discovery is closer than you think. Even if you're too old to fly planes and you are bored, silly with hobbies, you can still discover and explore. Here's a little secret. There is unusual, even in the most usual. So, what country are we in now? China. Here are 2 examples from ancient China. Meet this guy. Who's that? His name is praying mantis. He's an insect about this big. Hello. That's him. Is he cute? Kind of, huh? journey. Locally, don't worry, we're not going far. Holy Taoist Mount Lao, 17th century China, early morning. A Taoist man, a monk, saw a fight between a praying mantis and a cicada. The moves of the praying mantis were so deadly and precise that he grabbed the praying mantis and took the mantis with him to his house and observed him for several months. What's the end result of this exploration? Shandong, praying mantis, Kung Fu style was born. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, and now I'd like for you to meet the 17th century praying mantis